parts, but I asked them earlier, how many of you have seen somebody die right in front of you? And every hand went up.
Yeah.
And these are boys in their 20s, in their mid-20s, some teenagers.
Yes.
So what we've done here is what you've done before with great success. You've taken them out of the ghetto for a day.
Yeah.
And you've given them a clean shirt because they have to wear a clean shirt just to be on the beach.
Yeah.
We're feeding them, we're loving them, we're praying, we're worshiping together.
Yeah.
But this is not enough. This is just one day, and thank God for the one day. And we've seen lives transformed in just one day.
Yeah.
But this isn't enough.
No, it's not enough at all.
Your vision, and correct me if I misunderstand, your vision is to have a facility, which you've had before.
Yeah.
And you said you've had it with an 85% success rate. In fact, I've met some of the young men that have come out of the program.
Yes.
And they're vital parts of society right now.
Yes.
And they've gotten free from drugs. So
Yes.
you've had this.
Yes.
But because it wasn't made of real brick, when the rainy season came, the facility was destroyed.
Yes.
So you have the experience, you know how to do this.
Yeah.
We need to build a facility with a fence
Yes.
so that you can have the boys undergo a detoxification.
Yes.
And then feed them the word of God so they can grow up in the things of Christ.
Yes.
And then you will teach them a trade so they can become a vital member of society.
Yes.
And you've done the math, you've done the numbers, you and your team have discovered that for $65,000,
Yes.
you can build such a facility.
Yes.
For the price of a nice car in the States, you can build a facility
Yes.
that will rescue men and young women like that
Yes.
from abject poverty.
Exactly so.
That is the best investment of finances that I can think of.
Yeah. If you can, if we actually have that $65,000 and we build that fence and the homes for them to be, it's the biggest success ever. Because once you take them from there and you get them in there, they're quick to get certified. Love by itself will make them certified once you project love to them. So that's all they need. That's all they're lacking. A boy about the age of 8, brother, 9, 10, is taken from his mother, and he's in tears and shouting, and his mother cannot do anything to help him. His father cannot do anything to help him. You took him to the war front, and to stabilize him for the war, you shoot people in front of him, and then he come to himself, and you tell him, if you play the fool, you die just like this. So let's take a gun, do this, go out there, protect your country. People want to take your country from you, all lies. And you know, if you kill a general, you become a general now. You know, if you kill a man who owned a car, you are the car owner. If you kill a man who owned a house,
what they think right now?
That's what we tell them during the war.
During the war.
Yes. If you kill a man who owned a house, you have the car, you own the house. So during the war, you will see boys moving, they see any house, they write their names on it because they want to claim that house as they made it first. So they go killing anyone to be that person with that cycle, with that brainwashing that we have brainwashed them. So they spent 14 years and the war is over. And all along, when they were fighting and they have free time, some of them looted cars, they put looted goods in the rice, money, and take them to their parents. And everybody in the community see them, oh, excited to see them. And they go sharing rice and they go sharing stuffs. So they thought they were the hero for their communities. So when the war is over and they're coming back in their community, they expect to be received.
Yeah.
And even though the community and their parents were happy to receive them, oh, it's so wonderful, you come back, oh, I have my son back. 2 hours later, they see there's some smoking, all kinds of things. Say, no, you can't smoke here.
When you say smoking, they're not smoking
weed.
Marlboro, they're smoking
weed. Yeah, marijuana, crack, cocaine.
So all the hard stuff.
All the hard stuff. As they're cooking it, the mother said, no, you can't do this here. The father said, no, you can't do this here. And the communities go, you spoiling our children. You can't do this. You're spoiling our children. There are a lot of young people in this community. You can't smoke here. Stop that. So they feel the restriction the community putting them under, It's a rejection. So then they come, oh, why everybody talking to me? These were the same people I gave rice before. These were the same people I gave food to. They say because I don't have my gun again. That's why they are rejecting me. Why all the rejectment? So they leave and look for people where they will get counsel from. So they go in the street and see, oh, buddy, how are you? You remember me? Yes, on the front line. Yeah. Where are you now? Well, in my house, my people rejected me. So I'm in the marketplace, there is where I live. Yeah. Really? Oh, I join you there. And you go look, 50, 60, 200, 1,000 guys live in one place. So the whole community get terrorized by them, their family get terrorized by them. So there's a war between the both of them. So when you get there and show them one little love, you break their hearts. You become God or Lord to them.
You know what happened here?
No.
Yesterday, when I showed up to West Point, and we've been to several very bad ghettos before that.
Yes.
And I honestly had no fear.
Yeah.
But yesterday, when I got out of the car, and we got into West Point, and the first thing I saw was about a dozen men with those foil wrappers smoking heroin and cocaine. And then I looked at the way they were looking at me, like they wanted to hurt me. I really became afraid.
Okay.
And I thought to myself, these are very evil people. Because they were looking at me with violence in their eyes.
Yeah.
And some of the same people I'm recognizing are here today. And do you know that I've connected with them and I've heard their stories, that when I got up, after I was sitting down, there were pieces of grass all over my clothes.
Yeah.
They all came up to remove the grass off of my clothes and show their love to me.
Yes.
And I talked to them and I realized these are not evil people.
They are not evil.
They were put in an evil situation.
Yes.
They're actually some of the most beautiful people I've ever seen in my life.
Exactly so. Exactly so. So one single, that's the simple geometry. You show them love and trust